Hey guys, Roxbox90 here with another card a day in the life of an EDH commander. So today we're up to the last of the sword cycle, the 5 swords that we've been going through. This one is from New Phyrexia. It's Sword of War and Peace. It's 3 colors to play, 2 equipment, gives 2+2, all the same as the other swords, except this one has protection from red and from white. There is a good amount of red or red related removal spells, say things like Terminate and such. And you also have just raw damage. If someone's doing X damage or whatever to your creature, then it can get protection from red. So that's a decent protection from removal and of course from red destruction. And white, as we mentioned in the last video and in I think almost every video, white and black are the highest removal spells, and so having a white anti-white is also really nice, especially for Voltron. So what about the ability? That's what matters compared to the others. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, it deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in his or her hand, and you gain 1 life for each card in your hand. Okay, so the gaining 1 life for each card in your hand. Now in EDH you often can have very large, if not infinite, hand sizes. Gaining 1 life for each card in your hand is actually, most of the time it doesn't matter very much, but you know, gaining some life every single time you attack is nice. It's a nice bonus compared to the 3 from Light and Shadow, which 3 is pretty dumb. Sword of War and Peace, likely you'll be gaining anywhere from 8 to 12, maybe more. So that's pretty awesome. But really, the deal damage to that player equal to the number of cards in your or her hand. Now this might make it one of the best swords, just because of the raw amount of damage it can do in EDH when players have large hand sizes. Of course, the problem being that it's not guaranteed by any means. Whereas Sword of Feast and Famine, or Light and Shadow, or, I mean, all the others have an ability that's guaranteed. That's, you know, it's guaranteed to happen. In this case, it can be 1 to 2 damage or 20 damage. So it's such a wide range that it may surprise and kill players, but at the same time, it may also be a very hit or miss ability, making it where, since the second ability doesn't matter so much, having potentially no viable abilities, it's not great. So that's my thoughts on War and Peace. Now, in terms of all 5 swords, I still hold that Sword of Feast and Famine is the best, just because both abilities are very, very helpful in EDH. They both do a lot, and the protection from black is a really big deal. Technically speaking, there's the black and white, sort of Light and Shadow, is the best in terms of protection, but the 3 life is irrelevant, so its ability is not as good. So I would probably say Sword of Feast and Famine is number 1. Sword of Light and Shadow and maybe Sword of Fire and Ice are they're pretty close. Maybe Light and Shadow might be a little better depending on the deck. And War and Peace would be before Body and Mind. So that's Feast and Famine, probably Light and Shadow, Fire and Ice, Sword of War and Peace, and Body and Mind. And of course it varies on the deck, but that's pretty much, I think, in general, based on their abilities and use, would likely be the order of quality. Let me know what you guys think below in the comments section. Thanks for watching. As always, please check out my channel sponsors below in the description. And Roxbox90 here, signing out. I'll see you guys next time.